going on, everyone? Anthony here with AC Toys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are reviewing the Amazon exclusive Power Rangers Lightning Collection in Space Ecliptor and Astronema 2-pack. Now, once again, this is Amazon exclusive here in the US. Obviously, it'll probably be available in other means elsewhere. I know this set was released first in like China or Malaysia, I believe, and a lot of people are shipping it over from there. But you know, I'm not going to pay double the price for a set that I knew was going to come out eventually. But anyways, here you have an amazing artwork of Ecliptor here on the left. You have the artwork of Astronema on the right. Wraps around just right there. Wraps around again once over on that side. You have a black and magenta theme going on right there. Legalese at the bottom. Here's the barcode, but that is probably not going to be helpful to anybody here in the US, but just in case, there it is. And then on the back, you have some 3D renderings of the figure themselves. So yeah, enough of me rambling on about this set. Let's go ahead and crack this open and see how cool they actually are. Okay, here we have Ecliptor and Astronema out of packaging, and just right off the bat, I am loving this body sculpt on Ecliptor. It is phenomenal. Astronema's more or less the same thing we've gotten before in the other 2-pack release with her and Andros. But before we get too far into that, let's take a quick look at their accessories because they come with a lot. And I think this is the most lightning effect pieces in one set that we've gotten so far. So let's go ahead and start with Astronema because she basically comes with her same staff that she came with in the Andros 2-pack. So nothing new there. I think this one actually has a less shiny gold paint onto it. I could be wrong, but we'll look into that once I do some comparisons. She also comes with this little boomerang thing. I don't know. It just ports into there just like the last one. So it just kind of hangs from her hip like so. And then honestly, I'm not sure who gets what effect. I'm pretty sure they're interchangeable anyways, but they do come with this one spiral looking one. I'm pretty sure this is for Ecliptor, but if you wanted to, I'm sure you could just port that into here like so. In, out, in, out, in, out. And it looks pretty good on this one too. So, and then they also come with like this one right here, which I'm not quite sure how it works. I guess it would be a clashing effect. I don't know. You guys can use these in any way, shape, or form you like to. I believe this one is a reuse of one we've gotten before. I believe same thing with this one. And then that is basically it. She also comes with her 2 open hand or kind of like gripping hands on her out of packaging. And then she also comes with 2 closed-fisted hands. There you go. And then for Ecliptor, he comes with another lightning piece, or, you know, the set comes with another lightning piece. And this thing is huge, but it is not the first time we've seen this. It's actually the second time we've seen this, and the first time would be in the Comic-Con exclusive turn Hasbro PulseCon exclusive Lord Draken Evo 3 pack. If you guys remember this, it came with this one. I actually have it right here. So this is the Evo 3 one, and this is the current one that came with the Astronema 2 pack. So I don't know what you would really use this one for. It doesn't stand up very well. I think that's what it's supposed to do. I don't know. Maybe like as an effect in the background is what it's really meant to do. I don't know. This thing is like terrible. They probably could have just left this out, but it is what it is. And then he comes with 1 sword gripping hand on him, another closed-fisted hand on this side. He comes with the closed-fisted hand for the other side. And then he comes with something similar to the Psycho Rangers, where it is a lightning blast effect mixed with a hand accessory. So I don't know if you would count this as a hand accessory or a lightning effect, but it is what it is. It is meant for this hand right here. So if you want, you can just kind of hopefully, yeah, pull that out and then pop this one in. And there you go. Jazz hands. But yeah. I don't really have much use for these either, so that's just going to go into the bin of lightning effect pieces that I don't use. And then last but not least, he has his sword, and this thing is sculpted amazingly. The paint's a little okay, not that great or that many paint applications, but overall the sculpting and details on it are done very nicely. You can just port that into his hand like so. And he has his sword, which looks great. So I guess if you wanted to, you can also use this one onto his sword. These effect pieces right here, these are the ones I really like. The ones that just I'm not gonna like spend all that time weaving it in and out again, but you get the idea. Just like that. Pull that off, and yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the details of this figures. So jumping into the details of the figures, I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with the Strama because it's basically something we've seen before. This is a new head sculpt. It's not just a same head sculpt with different hair. It's also a different hair sculpt. So if you remember the last one kind of had like almost a neutral face, as to where this one is almost like a evil smirky face, which I do like a lot better. I know a lot of people are saying they like the old face better, but personally I kind of like this head sculpt better. It has more of emotion, better for posing or whatever. She does come with a necklace right here that does look like it is removable. If you just pop off the head, just pull that off. The hair sculpt is done very nicely, actually. It is like almost like a two-tone purplish. It's kind of like dark and lights, so it gives it that highlighted look. It looks really good in my opinion. Both her hair sculpts are done very nicely. A body is new, at least the torso section is. So the last one, it was basically just painted on the armor and then had like a huge armor piece that slid over her. This one is actually sculpted in, so it's not just painted on, so that's very nice. But yeah, basically everything else is the same. The arms, these gauntlets, single jointed elbows, more or less the same exact figure, just different in certain ways. So basically you are paying mainly for her head sculpt, or this body if you prefer this body without all her armor. So yeah, that is her head sculpt right there. Looking good. So enough of that figure. I think this is the one everybody really wants, and that is the Ecliptor. And this body sculpt is done amazing. Not only is it like just bulky, it has all this textured detail on here. Like this isn't just painted on, it's actually a nice textured of rock. I don't know what this guy's made of. Down on his gauntlets, it's textured here, so this isn't just like green painted lines. These are sculpted in details that they painted in green. You got like some cybernetic stuff going on right here. This piece seems to just be no, yeah, this is like, oh, is it? I can't tell if this is just like a rubber piece slid on. Yeah, it's just a plastic rubber piece slid on over a torso, so that's it's not actually sculpted in like that. You have some more sculpting detail. Like all of this is sculpted in, guys. It's not just painted. Right there, as you can see, it protrudes off of the plastic itself. This guy is done phenomenally, and this head sculpt is amazing. I love it. It looks just like how he did in the show. At least from what I can remember. It's been a while since I've seen the show. Looking really, really good. This actually has me really excited for the Red Ecliptor that's hopefully coming out sometime this year. Now, I don't know if this section is supposed to be painted. If it is, that is an area they missed. I don't know if it's just on mine that they missed, or this is a small section they decided to omit from painting in some of the green lines, but it's not too big of a deal. It's not a section you really see. So yeah, looking real good. I was hoping he had pinless elbows, but it looks like he does have the pins, so that not too big of a deal. It almost adds to the look of the figure itself, but I think pinless would have looked great, and it probably would have pushed this guy over the top on how awesome he already is. Yeah, and these shoulder pads, they do move. They're very flexible, almost to the point to where I'm trying to figure out how they connect. Okay, so like there's a little latch in there. If you can see, I guess it ports into, it's part of this. And it's kind of like an extra piece that just kind of moves around a little bit. So it does not get in the way at all. If anything, the only thing that kind of hinders his articulation is how tight the joints are on mine. But then his knees are like really loose. Yeah, guys, this is an amazing looking figure. Definitely the highlight of the set itself. I really do just kind of wish that they would have just released him as a deluxe figure, kind of like how they're doing the Red Ecliptor. Because I really honestly did not need another Astronema. Even though I much prefer this head sculpt, I just didn't need another one. Like I really just wanted a Ecliptor. And yeah, phenomenal, guys. This guy is awesome. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into articulation. So jumping into articulation, let's go ahead and start with her real quick because she's basically the exact same. She has her head rotation, which will do a full 360 if you needed to do that for whatever reason. Maybe not. All right, so it is kind of tough with the hair, so I don't recommend doing that for whatever reason, but I doubt you guys are gonna be doing it anyways. No real side to side. Doesn't look up because of the hair sculpt blocking it. Looks down an okay amount. Butterfly elbows. Go back about that far. Forward about that far. Single jointed elbow. Rotates at the elbows. Wrist hinges in and out. Full 360 if need be. You have an upper diaphragm, which will rock all around. Full 360. Lower ab crunch. Mine's a bit tight, but it'll go back about or forward about that far. Back that much. Ball jointed hips. Okay amount of splits. Kick forward about that far. Kick back none. Upper bicep swivel. Oh, not bicep swivel. Upper thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. No, well, is this a rotation? All right, so there's no boot rotation, but there is like a rotation here at the ankle, like the upper part of the ankle right there. So that's pretty cool. I think that's on this last one too. I can't remember. Typical Hasbro legs or feet, forward, backwards, rock side to side. But yeah, so nothing new there. She doesn't have anything added from the last time. Put her to the side. Now Ecliptor. Surprisingly, this guy has a decent amount of articulation for how, I don't know, bulky, obscure he is. So he does have full 360 at the head. Will rock side to side, which is awesome. Look up a good amount. Look down a decent amount. I wish maybe. Yeah, he looks down okay. I would have preferred him to be able to look down a little bit more. But yeah, I like the side to side. He does have ball jointed shoulders. So we'll go up about that far. Just kind of move the pads out of the way. Does have a butterfly, but it's not that great. So it does go forward a little bit. Back just a tiny bit. Not very much. Upper bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, wrist rotation, wrist hinges in and out, like so. Decent amount. This one's kind of hindered by this gauntlet right here. This one is actually, this is a little bit of a hindrance right here, but this one is a sword hand, so it does kind of like go up and down instead of like in and out. But for whatever reason, it's just not doing it very well. But just so you can see there, this is an up and down one, not an in and out. Pop that back in. Upper diaphragm will rock side to side. Lower ab crunch goes down about that far. Looks back about that far. Yeah, it looks back about that far. Let's see here. No lower waist swivel. You got the ball jointed legs. This guy could have really used some drop down hips, but I guess he's not really needing to do the splits that much. We'll go about that far. Kick forward a very good amount. Kick forward just about that, or backwards about that much. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, no boot cuff, and I think this guy is kind of missing that. He definitely needs it, but he does have the same kind of like rocker, like ball jointed style that ASTRONEMA has, so that kind of helps. But then you have him in like these weird positions. Anyways, forwards, backwards, side to side, peg holes at the bottom. But yeah, guys. Awesome figure. I highly recommend this set. I will definitely tell you guys to get this. There is some that I just kind of say you can kind of pass, maybe get if you really want it. But guys, I would definitely say get this set. And honestly, the only thing I could say about this guy, he just needs the pinless joints, and I think he would have just been perfect. Anyways, so I'm kind of in the middle of a move right now. So I don't have access to any of my other figures currently, at least none that you would want to see in comparisons. I do, however, have the Andros out. So if you want to see him next to a Ranger figure, that is about his scaling. He's more or less 6 inches. He's slightly taller, so I would say maybe about 6.5. But yeah, sorry guys. The move has put a lot of my figures away. As of currently, I do have the other ASTRONEMA out as well. So if you guys want to see those, This is how they look in comparison. As you can see here, this is painted on and this is sculpted in. So it's actually really nice that they gave us more or less a new torso, right? Because like they had to design this. They could have easily just given us this without all of this right here and just given us a new head sculpt. But I will have to give props where props are due, and they gave us a new sculpting. They didn't have to, but they did. So that is nice. And yeah, guys, that is it. Highly recommend it. I will leave links down below on where you can get yours, at least here in the US. Once again, this is an Amazon exclusive. I think a few were available on Hasbro Pulse. I don't know if they still are. But yeah, guys, highly recommend it. Click that link. And until next time, guys, later.